Welcome to Find Guitar. This guitar channel is dedicated to finding guitars. I love guitars. I've been a woodworker for 50 years and I enjoy looking at guitars, playing guitars, guitars. I'm more mainly an electric guy. I've had an acoustic for a while, but we can talk about acoustics too, but it'll mainly be electric guitar. Recently, I just took a trip to La Crosse, Wisconsin. Dave's Guitar Shop. Excellent guitar shop if you're looking for that. Something in the upper Midwest, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois area. I would recommend going there. They're nice people. They take care of you. Whatever you need. This is not a sponsorship or an endorsement. I'm just saying that I've had nothing but a good experience from them. This is going to be a Tom Anderson one, so enjoy. Okay, so here we go. Here's one of the guitars that I've been looking at, and I find this a really nice guitar. It's in an excellent price as far as I'm concerned. The person's a little high in their shipping, $250. I don't know what the deal there is, why they would charge $250, because it only costs about $80 to send a guitar. I suppose if you're going to insure it, the only thing I can think of is the person wants to send it overnight. So let's look at some of the other selections of the guitar. They got right there, giving you what I assume come from the factory. And then picture of the case. Okay, let's go to the neck. There we go. Back of the neck. Looks like a real nice neck. It looks like it has the Buzz Featon tuning system right there. And another shot of the guitar from a different angle. Okay, let's see what the person says about the guitar. Okay, fabulous sounding. Okay, honey shade edge and binding. It's a Koa top, so that adds a little bonus there. Some people like Koa. I don't mind Koa. Koa's alright, you know. As long as it's got some figurine to it. It's got the Buzz Featon tuning system. Alright. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's a pretty good buy for a Tom Anderson. It's got the gold hardware. I like gold hardware. I don't like when the hardware is chrome. I'm not a chrome person. To me, it kind of looks a little cheesy, personally, and I'm just not really into chrome at all. Okay, so that's it for that one. Here's the next one up on the list. This is another Tom Anderson, and I actually handled this guitar. I was at Dave's Guitar Shop of La Crosse, Wisconsin. If you're looking for a good, reliable place to go to get guitars or have service done to your guitars, and you're in the Midwest area, I'm from upper Iowa, and this is a good resource. It's just about the same distance for me to go up to Minneapolis, St. Paul area, and they're really friendly and they help me out a lot. But anyway, I handled this guitar, and I've been looking at Andersons for quite a while and heard their reputation, and the action was really nice and low. That's the way I like it. I'm a low action kind of guy. The neck was a little wider than what I'm used to, but not uncomfortably wide. It was really nice and smooth, the backside of the neck. Let's take a look at it while I'm talking about it. Let's see. Does it show a backside? Yeah, right there. Not much of it, but it was real nice and smooth. I don't remember if it was, this looks like mahogany. We'll look here in a second. There's the backside. Yeah, that looks like mahogany to me. Okay, let's see what they say. Flame maple top. Yeah, mahogany neck. That's what I figured. It looked like mahogany. And yeah, real nice. Um, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't actually plug it into an amp and play it. It was a little busy in the store and I didn't want to make noise. So I just picked it up and sat down and just plucked it without the amplifier being on. It didn't have the tremolo arm on it, but the finish looked really nice. It had all kinds of fingerprints all over it. You could see it had been handled a lot, but not mishandled. I didn't see any scratches or anything like that on it. And yeah, it was a real nice guitar. Now this one I see is coming out of Peaches, which is in the UK. So you got to think of that when you're looking at guitars online. It may look like you're getting a heck of a deal on something, but you got to remember, if you're going to import it for the UK, you got to pay import tax on that. I mean, the shipping's not bad from coming overseas. I'm getting a guitar that's coming from overseas, and they wanted $125 to ship it from Holland, or Netherlands as it's called today. Um, that's not really an outrageous price. I mean, you'll pay that for here in the United States. So you just got to remember that you got to pay import tax. And they told me to at least figure 10% of the purchase of the guitar. So you got to remember that anytime you look at a guitar and you see it's from overseas, it may have a good price on it, but you got to pay import tax on it. And then you got to wait for shipping and all this and that. And there's a lot of things that can happen during shipping. Believe you me, just here in the United States, I bought one a couple of weeks ago, or months ago now, I guess, actually, and it was beat up. I mean, the box was all ripped apart, and it looked like it got dragged down the street, literally. And but yeah, I was really impressed with this Anderson guitar that looked like this. Fit and finish, good. Playability was excellent. The action was really low. It was exactly what I was looking for if I was going to buy an Anderson guitar. And not a bad price. I mean, $6,000. Guitars nowadays are starting to get a little outrageous. That's why I've bought a few guitars lately. I've bought actually 4 of them now, and the prices just keep going up. So that's why I'm buying guitars now while I can afford it, and the prices are just keep going up. Okay, so this is the next guitar that is up, and I was really seriously considering buying this guitar just about 3 weeks ago. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. It's got a nice look to it. The hollow T, I like that because of the weight reduction on there. But the thing I've found about having a chambered or a hollow inside is you get neck dive on your guitar. If you're sitting it on your lap, the neck wants to tip on you. So let's see what this guitar looks like. Okay, here's the spec sheet from the company giving you the serial number and everything. I like this when they do this on this stuff, that you can see what it was originally spec'd out as. Then you can, it's pretty hard to fake it, especially when they give you shots like this of the actual serial number of the guitar. And I did run into, in my first video you saw, buyer beware. It once again wasn't a slam on Baker guitars, but I just happened to have an unfortunate thing. At least this person's being honest and disclosing that there's a dent on there, so they're not all of a sudden you get it and it's not in the condition as they represented it as. The concern I have is that there isn't much of a description here, and it's a 1994, and they don't really give you any really good shots of the neck, the frets for a 1994. You're talking a guitar that's got some age to it. Let's see, that would be 23, and then you're talking 26, 27 years old. It's probably been played a lot, more than likely, even though it hasn't been abused. Um, just very rare. That's kind of hard to find out, unless you're a Tom Anderson file or whatever. Maybe you could do some research and find out how rare that actually is. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I was considering this guitar when I was looking at guitars. But that's what stopped me from buying this guitar was, what are the frets in? I don't want to pay $3,000 for a guitar that's that old and that much shipping, and then you got to pay tax. You got to remember, you got to pay and that comes from your local tax when you buy online. Whatever your local tax is, that's what you're paying. Here it's 7%, so about $3,000. Well, I think that was like 270, somewhere around there, 280 for taxes. So now you're getting up to 33, 3,400, 3,500, whatever. You can add it up in your head if you want. But, that's a pretty good chunk of change for a guitar that's that old, and, you don't know what condition the frets are in. So it's not a major expense, depending on where you're coming from. For me, a couple $100 to $500 isn't bad as long as the guitar is a good playing guitar. But, it's another expense, because if I was going to do that, then I would have the guitar plecked at the same time, just to make sure that everything's going to play all right. Because, like I said, I'm super fussy when it comes to my action. I'm getting old. My fingers aren't as strong as they used to be, and I don't like to work any harder than I absolutely have to when I'm playing the guitar. I made a mistake. The Fire Wake Surf, the second guitar we looked at, I did not actually handle that guitar. I handled one that was similar in color and design and model as what was on the screen. Well, that's going to be it for this week, this episode, and I hope that everything goes good for y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.